Honestly, the process started at the end of my senior year when I was at Iowa because I was deciding what shoe company I was going to go with. And I talked to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, and they all offered me a signature shoe, obviously some faster than others. And, everybody knows Nike makes the best product. It just kind of takes a little bit long.
This was never meant to blow up like this. One Nike ad, one athlete. 30 seconds. Yet just 3 minutes after it dropped, the WNBA was in full panic. Phones ringing, group chats exploding, executives scrambling. Because what Caitlin Clark and Nike just pulled off wasn't marketing. It was a power move. And by the end of the story, you'll see why league officials, star players, and even sponsors were forced to react. Stay until the end because this ad didn't just go viral. It shifted the balance of power.
It was a great experience and a great message. Caitlin's beginnings may have been humble, but her dreams never were.
She turned driveway buckets into record-breaking shots, filling fieldhouse bleachers, then selling out stadiums.
That's right. Caitlin proved that dreams are never out of range.
Man, she's such an inspiration to all the people out there. And I really resonate with her mentality about getting 1% better every single day.
Shout out to Nike and shout out to Caitlin for being such good friends of the show and having us be a part of the From Anywhere campaign.
All right, 92%ers, if you want to get in on the challenge and shoot from anywhere like us, visit @Nike Basketball on Instagram and get in on the action.
Let's go, baby.
Nike didn't announce the ad. No countdown, no press release, no hype tweet. It simply appeared. Caitlin Clark, empty gym, lights low, no crowd, no celebration, and fans instantly noticed something felt different. This wasn't a feel-good commercial. It felt calculated, confident, cold, unapologetic. Within minutes, people began replaying it, not for highlights, but for meaning. Frame by frame, fans broke it down, the pauses, the silence, the choice of words. Nothing was random. Nike didn't hype Caitlin Clark. They positioned her, not as a rookie, not as a prospect, but as someone who already belongs at the top. That's when insiders started whispering. Nike waited for this moment on purpose, because the ad didn't respond to critics. It ignored them, and that scared people. Inside league circles, the mood shifted fast. Some loved it, others didn't.
Out.
Because, of course, they didn't share a damn thing about this. I mean, it's crazy. So, right here, this is a comparison. This is the logo, the two CCs intertwined together. Somebody said it looked a lot like a 1950s airline logo. And I was like, I kind of see that. There's Breonna Stewart. I can't make heads or tails of what that shit's supposed to be. Asia Wilson, okay, I don't even know. Sabrina's, I like. And Angels is not terrible. At least you can see it's an A. At least you can see that as an S, and that is pretty obviously two CCs, but I like it. I do. So I came over here and I was like, well, I know good and well they must.
Because this ad wasn't cleared through the usual comfort zones. It didn't ask for permission. It didn't soften its message. Suddenly, one word started circulating. Tone. Too confident. Too bold. Too soon. And then the commissioner's office was mentioned. Then came the headline that blew everything up. WNBA Commissioner monitoring Caitlin Clark after viral Nike ad. That wording changed everything. Monitoring an ad? Social media erupted. Fans asked the obvious question. Since when is confidence a violation? Commentators warned this looked bad, because the more the league reacted, the bigger Caitlin Clark became. Speculation exploded. Not confirmed, not official, but loud. Words like discipline, image, and standard started floating, and fans snapped. Suspended for what? Selling shoes? Growing the game? The backlash turned brutal, and while the league hesitated, Nike smiled. Then came the moment that changed the tone. Aya Wilson was asked about the ad. Her reaction wasn't anger, it was disbelief. Because behind the scenes, the numbers were coming in, sales exploding, engagement off the charts, demand skyrocketing. Reports say even top players were stunned.
Is that just a jersey
get to
that
pick,
you get?
but
I was about to say for these practices, they kind of
17's
just
not
hand
the
you
best
over.
number ever. I wouldn't have picked that. But so the players that like have been on the national team prior get to continue wearing their jersey, like that practice number jersey or their jersey, obviously until like they're done playing on the Olympic team or whatever happens for the next Olympics. And then all us newcomers, there was a lot of young people at that camp. We just get assigned a random number. I guess I got 17. Nobody asked me, but it was fine.
All right, so are you just stuck in 17 now in perpetuity though? Do you get to change it maybe in the future?
So if I eventually make the team, it's weird, like, because international basketball, that you only, I think it's 4 through 15. Those are the only numbers. So you have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What?
Isn't that weird?
Wow.
Like, you don't
Is
get to
that
pick.
real?
Yeah, well, at least for
That's
the United
crazy.
States. Yeah.
I did not know that.
So it's kind of cool.
This wasn't hype anymore, it was impact. And that's when people realized you can dislike the moment, but you can't deny it. Insiders believe Nike waited deliberately. They waited for the criticism, the benching debates, the tension. Then they dropped the ad. Not loud, not defensive, confident. Nike didn't protect Caitlin Clark. They handed her authority. And once a brand like Nike does that, the conversation changes forever. Now the league is stuck. Ignore the moment and look weak, or react too hard and look insecure, because Caitlin Clark didn't attack anyone. She didn't say anything controversial. She simply existed unapologetically, and sometimes that's what exposes everything underneath. This wasn't just a Nike ad. It was a test of leadership, of confidence, of whether the league is ready for its own stars. Caitlin Clark didn't ask for permission. Nike didn't wait for approval. And now the WNBA has to decide, control the moment or grow with it. So now it's on you. Did Nike play this perfectly? Did the league overreact? And did this ad change everything? Drop your thoughts below. Like, if you believe stars should be empowered, subscribe, because this story is far from over. This is where it gets even bigger. Because moments like this don't fade, they set precedents. Every rookie watching, every brand negotiating, every executive in a boardroom is taking notes. If Caitlin Clark can shift the conversation without saying a word, what happens next season? Next deal? Next star? The league isn't just responding to one ad anymore. It's responding to a new reality. Power is moving, quietly, confidently, and it doesn't need permission. Nike saw it early. Caitlin stepped into it naturally. And now the spotlight isn't on the ad. It's on the league's next move. Because how you react to confidence defines your future. This wasn't noise. This was a warning shot. And whether the WNBA embraces it or fights, it will shape everything that comes next. This was never meant to blow up like this. One Nike ad, one athlete. 30 seconds. Yet just 3 minutes after it dropped, the WNBA was in full panic. Phones ringing, group chats exploding, executives scrambling. Because what Caitlin Clark and Nike just pulled off wasn't marketing. It was a power move. Nike didn't announce the ad. No countdown, no press release, no hype tweet. It just appeared. Caitlin Clark, empty gem, lights low, no crowd, no celebration, and fans immediately noticed something felt different. This wasn't a feel-good commercial. It felt calculated, confident, cold, unapologetic. Within minutes, people were replaying it, not for highlights, but for meaning. Frame by frame, fans broke it down. The pauses, the silence, the choice of words. Nothing was random. Nike didn't hype Caitlin Clark. They positioned her not as a rookie, not as a prospect, but as someone who already belongs at the top, and insiders started whispering. Nike waited for this moment on purpose. The ad didn't respond to critics. It ignored them, and that scared people. Inside league circles, the mood shifted fast. Some loved it. Others didn't.
Out.